The gentleman from Texas is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to tell you about an amazing constituent of mine and my legislation to name the Coldspring, Texas Post Office in her honor. A native Texan, Eddie, Marie as she was known, Youngblood, was born in Houston in 1961, but big city life was not for Marie. When her family moved to Shepherd, when she was in junior high, she found her calling in small-town Texas life. While in Shepherd, Marie fell in love with George, the man who would become her husband. Together, Marie and George raised two wonderful sons, George Jr. and Mark, who were blessed with children of their own. Marie relished being a grandmother and made a point to spend every moment she could with her grandchildren, Camara and Luke. Throughout her life, it was Marie's loving, nurturing personality that drew people to her, whether she was helping clients, working at the local bank, serving hungry customers soul food at one of her two Marie's diners, or delivering the mail on her rural mail route. She always put others first. Her devotion to Pleasant Valley Baptist Church and her community was limitless, as was her deep and abiding faith in the Lord. Through her dedication to the people around her, Marie chose to serve as a rural letter carrier. Every day, she loaded her specialized Jeep with letters and packages for Texans who otherwise would have had to travel many miles just for their mail. Marie was so well known on her route, her customers often stopped her just to chat as she made her deliveries. Tragically, it was on this route she loved and where she was loved that her life was cut short. On May 17, 2013, this beloved daughter, mother, and grandmother was killed in a senseless act of violence while she was simply doing her job. Justice has not yet been served, but it's important that Marie's life, not her death, define her legacy. While Marie may be gone, her legacy lives on through the lives she touched. Both of Marie's sons work for the Postal Service, and her loving husband, George, who visits her grave each and every day to keep the flowers fresh and gravesite pristine. While she has entered the kingdom of heaven, her legacy of service before herself lives on. My legislation, H.R. 5356, supported by the entire Texas delegation, cements that legacy by naming the post office in Coldspring, Texas, in her honor. I cannot think of a more fitting way of honoring Marie's life, and I humbly ask my colleagues to support naming the Coldspring, Texas Post Office for this public servant who was taken from us far too soon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
Gentleman from Texas yields back.